2, 1. Last week on Dungeons and Dummies. What actually happened? Let's get you guys fucking caught up. Also, you may notice that we're down a player because he didn't want to fucking be here. No. No, he had some shit to do. So what did happen last week? I want to give you guys like a legitimate rundown. So last week you finished off your interactions in the upper levels of the Vanthemper Villa. You found some stuff. You found some loot. You had some interactions with Thirstwell. You left the house via the basement, a big long tunnel with a bunch of sewage in it. And you ended out at the ocean. And then there was a whole probably half-hour long fiasco trying to get up a 20-foot wall while a frog on a pterodactyl effectively watched you struggle.
Pterodon. Thank you.
Watched you struggle.
His name is Kevin as well.
Yes, Kevin the Pterodon and Nunu the Grung. But you made your way up, and you all kind of split off to do your separate tasks before whatever it is that you're deciding to do after these tasks are done. And we already have been through... Gantash went to... What did Gantash do? Give me that.
Gantash went to the Temple of Torm. He told people, get the hell out of this godforsaken city. And they said, why? And I said, well, because Krieg is a poop face. They said, oh, okay, cool. I don't really fuck with that. And then Gantash was like, well, you have to. And so he gave him a couple of books to read to maybe try to calm them down. And then he just left.
Sounds very Gantash.
You're forgetting a pretty important detail in which you effectively became the Pope.
Oh yeah, we just glossed that over. We just glossed that over. Whatever.
He did not become the Pope. He just said you needed to be a leader right now.
Yeah,
that's all he said. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Then we followed Nunu into the market district where he got to flex his, hard-nosed capitalistic ways. And you sold off a couple of books, made some decent coin, made your way back. You were able to get out on your Pterodon because the gates are blocked. And then we separately followed Lemon, Silas, and Buru, and some stuff happened there that really nobody else knows about because that wasn't on stream. So we're now kind of reconvening. What I'm going to try to start with here is just a very simple Silas, what are you doing? After Buru has opted to go and do his own thing. You've left this shop that you were just at. Buru says, hey, I got to go. I'm going to do this thing on my own. What are you going to do?
Just, I guess we were meeting at Yoll's, right?
I believe so. Is that the plan, guys?
I believe that was the plan.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna make my way there.
Are you gonna make your way downtown?
I'm gonna go near the bathhouse, like that route.
Okay. Give me a perception check there, Silas.
Oh, I don't even have my dice in front of me. All right,
that's okay. Also, Yoll, get ready because you're gonna be next.
Yeah, it's not a great perception check, so it's a 3.
It's a 3. Okay, perfect. You make your way down to the gate.
Oh, you have to unpause.
Oh yeah, my bad. So there is really nothing out of the ordinary. It's still a beautiful day outside, and when you get to the gate, I take it you flash your little badge to make your way out.
Is that what it's called?
Do I need to do that?
You don't have to. No, you don't have to.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave.
Okay. And they let you leave without a fuss. Getting out of the upper city seems to not be too much of an issue. And you make your way to Yoll's?
Yeah. Okay. Going to Yoll's.
Okay. Speaking of Yoll, we're going to leave Silas there, and we're going to immediately jump over to Yoll. So Yoll, I know you've got a couple of things on your mind.
Yes.
What is the first thing you're thinking?
First, I want to go hit up that blacksmith that I visited a couple of sessions ago, a few sessions ago now, for a couple of things.
For sure. And if I'm not mistaken, your blacksmith is
here-ish.
Yeah. So similar position to last time. You find that same very tall, very strong-looking woman working away, and she immediately catches you out of the crowd and turns to you and just kind of beckons you in from across this entire courtyard.
Is my brand ready?
It is, actually. I think I did a pretty good job on this one, honestly. And she pulls out this very simple but perfect and elegant looking brand. Nice little finishing touches on the handle. She's got a nice wooden handle on the top of it.
Can I reach her kiln or oven stove thing, heat metal machine?
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Everything is pretty well open. This is that blacksmith kind of, it's almost like a booth in the center of this courtyard. And so, yeah, you could absolutely make your way over there.
This is perfect, thank you. And then I want to put it in the kiln.
Okay.
To get real hot.
She just says, whoa, just not too long in there. That's a lot hotter than a regular fire.
I need it to be hot for a while. Listen, I have one more thing I need from you. I want to pull up my great shovel, pull up my quarterstaff, and be like, I'd like you to make these into one thing.
Just so you know, I've been in the last campaign, we went through something like this, but in a little bit of a different way. And she kind of looks at the two things and correct me if I'm wrong. This is me as a DM, but didn't you have something carved into one of them, or was that somebody else?
I had the Roger's gem carved in like a little hole in the staff, and I had carved in defined by sacrifice at the bottom.
Yes. Okay. And she says, any particular directions on this? You want me to just make this the handle, or do you want me to lengthen the handle?
I want you to take this, and I'm pointing at the shovel blade, and put it on top of that. Okay. As long as that gem and that engraving at the bottom aren't touched. If you're feeling frisky, you can put a dagger on the end too, and then I'll drop a dagger on the table.
Well, the dagger extension will be a little bit extra, but I can do the rest of that work, no problem. I could probably get this done. I mean, it's not really a busy day. I could probably get this done in the next half hour.
Great. I have one more errand to run.
And you want the dagger done too? It's going to be an extra couple of gold.
Sure.
Okay. So the attachment, taking this apart, just kind of very quickly like calculating. The dagger attachment will be 2 gold, and it'll just be 1 gold for, I'm just replacing a handle here. It's not a big deal.
If you have a little extra time, you did say you're not busy after all.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea for securing this gem in here? I tried to carve a hole, but my wood carving skills aren't what they used to be.
Yeah. I mean, that's not going to take too long either. I just really probably create some sort of an iron grip for it, little placeholder, and strap it in with some iron bands. Extra 8 silver, and I can get it done.
Perfect. What's up, Ethan?
Yeah. I thought Silas was given the gem to go talk to Sama.
No.
Okay.
Silas was given the job to go talk to Sama. He was not given the gem.
Okay. Thank you.
Was it? Yeah, never mind.
And Silas's player suddenly realizes, oops.
Well, I thought that's what Buru was doing. We talked about that.
Oh yeah, he could be. Well,
Sure.
we'll see what Buru does.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah. So she gladly will get this all done, and it's in total it's going to be 3 gold and 8 silver. Thank you.
I need this done quickly. I'm leaving the city shortly, and I need it done.
45 minutes, and no problem at all.
I'm gonna pull out a platinum piece and say, "Can you make it 30?"
She like kind of breathes. I can make it 25.
Oh shit!
Put it down. Say, "I'll see you in 25 minutes." Pull my brand out of the fire and walk to Basilisk's Gate.
You know, that's like 4 times as much, almost 5 times as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big dog got big money.
Yeah, 10 gold. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so
and I
4 times.
No, I ordered almost 4 gold. It's not that much more than 2 times.
I'm a dummy. You're right. Okay,
That's
sorry.
Dungeons and Dummies.
I was thinking 2.5 gold for some
No,
reason.
you're
Okay.
good, you're good.
Okay, so she gladly and she immediately kind of just stops what she was doing. You see her put down like this glaive just to the side, immediately picks up your stuff and straps on her blacksmith's apron a little tighter and just starts getting to it.
The tip of the
that it?
brand. Is it red hot? White hot even?
Oh yeah, it is scorching hot. Even just the duration of the conversation, when it's in a kiln like that, it is basically meant to melt metal like that. So
Perfect.
it is hot.
Okay, I'll pull it out and I'll walk over to Basilisk's Gate.
Remind me again, by the way, I don't have it in front of me. What was the brand?
It was, so the flaming fist is that it's a hand open, but it has no thumb because I have no thumb. But then it kind of looked like the Torm thing, which is kind of accidental, but fingers spread instead.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's like an open hand instead of the thing. It's a whole statement.
Tormish. Okay.
Coincidentally, Tormish.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so where to now, Yoll?
I think I only had to do that on Basilisk's Gate. I don't remember what else. I think there was something else I was going to do, but I don't remember what it was.
I have an idea of what you were gonna do. You were probably gonna go to the Elf Song Tavern and be like, "Get out of the city, buddy."
Oh, yeah. I was going to do that on my way back from Basilisk's Gate. Great shout.
Okay.
But we'll go to see Zodge first.
Okay.
With my little pouch full of Flaming Fist emblems.
Here we go. Tired Zodge.
Hey, Yoll, just take whatever you want, buddy. It's fine.
Don't fucking call me buddy.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
I'm not your Zodge, Yoll. I don't know what
There
the fuck
it
I'm
is.
saying.
There it is.
Okay, so you make your way up towards the Basilisk's Gate. And you find that it is relatively calm. There are still several guards posted at the gate, much more than you would have seen even a week ago. Looking like about 12 at the gate. When you guys first started the campaign, there was like 30, 40 of them out there. So things have clearly calmed down. You can see outside of the gate, though, just swaths of cots and bedrolls and people laying in them, and these makeshift tents just leaned up against the stone walls. It is just the entire way down the road, as far as you can see, just these makeshift kind of huts and people just existing in this, slow moving community just outside the gate. Looks pretty miserable out there.
Shantytown.
Yes, yeah, that's a shit. I wish I had that vocabulary. A shantytown. And you make your way up to Zodge's office building. Feels a lot less like home these days, but you make your way in just as before, and immediately walk down the hallway all the way into Zodge's office. And he, as always, keeps that door wide open, and you just see him sitting, just kind of busying himself with a couple of things on his desk. And he looks up to see you come in, and Yoll, I hope you have some good news for me. What's that?
Is there a fireplace in his office?
There is not a fireplace in his office. It's a very, very
like a
very
stove?
simple looking office. There's basically nothing but the chair for you, the chair for him, the desk, and then just wood walls, wood floor, and a wood ceiling. Your brand is still piping hot, by the way.
Should fucking hope so. I'm just gonna walk up to his desk and drop the pouch of Flaming Fist badges on it. Not say anything.
And he just kind of lazily just grabs the bag, shakes it, looks inside. So you do have good news then.
Done.
How done? Explain. Yoll, you're not getting paid today if you don't explain. Because last I talked to you, there was some grand conspiracy theory going on here about the Vanthempers.
Conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I killed half of them.
You killed half of the cultists?
The Vanthempers.
And he kind of like sits back, contemplates. Which half?
Sure, I know how to answer that question. The ratty, money-hungry one that hangs out by the docks, and his mom.
You killed Thalmara Vanthemper. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm gonna tap the bag of fist pins with my brand, hopefully putting a little hole in it for dramatic effect.
Mm-hmm.
And just say, not alone.
You got any proof?
Matter of fact, I do. And I'd like to pull out Mara's head and drop it on his desk.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, baby, yes sir.
And as soon as he sees the head start to come out of the bag, his eyes just like widen, and he like immediately like stands up from his desk, and you slam it on the table, and he immediately like grabs it and like pull like just like shoos it off of his desk, like he doesn't really like want to touch it, and it just like kind of plops down on the floor beside him, and he is just like standing up now, like leaning over the desk. So, well, you better hope that she really was behind this. You had better hope, because you just killed next in line to take over this whole city. Do you understand the gravity of that, Yoll?
So cute. So naive. You have no idea what's going on, do you?
And he like kind of pushes himself up and walks over and shuts his door for one of the very few times you've ever seen him do it. Well, Yoll, I'm getting a little smarter every day on this.
Can't get dumber.
Well, at least before we go on here? Tell me you dealt with the cultists themselves.
Yeah. Did you want me to bring their heads too?
No more heads. In fact, I'm going to have you take that out with you. You are not leaving that in this office.
Oh, is that so?
That is so, Yoll.
Is that an order?
You know what? It is an order. Even if it's an order to a civilian. You think you just walk out of this building? You think you just walk out of here, getting everything you want? Who's standing at the doors right now? Who did you walk past? And who do you think is in every door on the way in? And then who do you think is walking around the streets where you live?
I want to get really close to him. Sure as fuck isn't you.
Fucking stone cold savage. Holy fuck. It's so fucking good. Holy fuck. Yo, Yoll's a fucking stone cold. God damn, yo. That's hot. That's hot.
Roll an intimidation check. I'm rolling this today.
Why?
Oh, Big Daddy!
Oh, fuck. I actually got a dirty 20, too.
Sorry, I'm just gonna stretch a little bit.
Says Yoll. I don't know why you've changed as much as you've changed. But I'm glad you got done what you got done. Some of the boys are going to be a little sad that you're going. What do you do next?
That is absolutely none of your business.
You know what? Maybe it's not. And maybe that's for the better. I'll deal with the fucking head. And take your fucking money. And he like just pulls open a drawer. He counts out. Puts up 500 gold in front of you. So 100 apiece. Oh. He says, well, I can't help but notice you're still going to be walking around pretending to represent us.
I'm gonna lean over his desk to grab the pouch, but as I'm doing that, I'm like, I have the brand level on his desk to burn that insignia on his desk.
Okay.
And look down at it, grab the money, look down at it, look up back up at him. Just something to remember me by, and then I want to brand myself.
Oh. Oh.
Stare him dead in the eyes as I do it.
God damn.
And you see him kind of like, just like his face like clenches up, and he just stands up again. He says, Yoll, you motherfucker. And then the door to his office slams open. Moving along, who else? No, I'm just kidding.
And we'll resume this next week, bro. A 10-minute session? Come on now.
Yeah. So the door slams open and cuts him just dead short. And in walks a bit of an older looking woman. Not terribly old, probably about mid-40s. And she is very heavily armored. She's got like a plate armor that comes up almost like a turtleneck wrapping around the outside. It's like a double layered, basically a turtleneck that rolls into her pauldrons and into her plate mail. And over top of it, she's got this white just this white cloth, basically, that pins together with a flaming fist insignia. And behind her are enough flaming fist soldiers, all also much more heavily armored and much more kind of cleanly dressed than the rest of the flaming fists that you would see around Baldur's Gate. And you actually recognize the face of this woman as somebody who you've seen around Chult. This is Liara Porter, and she comes in, and I'm going to read you some.
As he's mid-brand, by the way, he's staring at Zodge, branding himself, and she opens the door.
Yeah, you're branding yourself, and Zodge is like in your face, like calling you a motherfucker.
What's her name again? Sorry.
Liara. Liara. So I'm going to read you some stuff. Your meeting with Captain Zodge is interrupted by the arrival of several Flaming Fist soldiers clad in plate armor. From behind a wall of swords and steel steps an armored woman with a white cloak and graying hair. And she says to Zodge, "Is this the maniac who's stirred up every rat's nest in this god-forsaken city?" And Zodge kind of sits back and stands up. "Commander Porter, I was told you wouldn't be in Baldur's Gate for another 10 days. And she responds, "That is what the city government wanted you to think, Captain." And she turns to you and she says, "I trust you've been adequately compensated." And Zodge kind of like nervously like stares at you and just kind of like shakes his head a little bit, like gives you like a little bit of a nod.
I'm gonna look over at Zodge, and while I'm still looking at him, say, "It's fine."
Well, good. You might be surprised to see me here. I believe you're not from around here. You're from Chult, is that right?
Yes.
It may shock you to know this, but the Flaming Fist is actually extending their powers. And Chult is where we'll be setting up station. We've been surveying, and we think it could use a little bit of reinforcement. Well, I'll be around the city. Zodge, make sure everything gets tightened up around here. And you, it seems, have done an excellent job. I know that your friends were involved as well, and they too should be praised for their deeds. Is there anything that you'd like to tell me before I go and inspect this god-forsaken city?
It seems as though the governmental structure here is a little bit troubled at the moment.
Yes.
A visit to the Vanthampur Villa and the upper village, or upper city, might be worth your time.
I've heard that you were thinking of going there. I was sent a message. And you've been, I take it?
You could say that, yes.
Well, all the better. I'll be taking over for Ravengard, seeing as how he is clearly predisposed. I'll take a look. Might be a little bit easier to take that position without the violent contest that Thalmara would likely put up. Well, if you need anything, Yoll, I'll be around. look for one of my men.
Don't make your stay too long.
No, I think I will. The city needs a stronger hand, and I intend to be that. Without Ravengard, the city has become weak, and it only took a few days.
We'll look back over at Zaj. It did only take a few days, didn't it?
And she looks to Zaj too. She says, yes, it did. And she looks back into the hallway and says, yeah, Torm, that's what's up, Ethan. You, she looks back down the hallway and she just says, make way. And they all, like, right in step, they all just turn to the side and make a path. She just says, after you.
To me?
Yeah.
Just gonna give Zaj one last look. A nod, but like a I just fucked your ass and your mouth at the same time nod.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then walk out.
Okay. Just
as I do,
I
I want to brand his door.
Oh,
on both sides.
oh,
on
fuck.
both sides.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Are there still arrows in the door?
No, what?
There's only one arrow in the door.
No. Though you can see that it clearly, like, he just broke it off. So it's like you can see that there's, like, it's been maybe sanded down a little bit, but you can see that there's still an arrow in there. Okay. Yeah.
As I'm leaving, I want to shout, "Don't worry, I left my bow at home."
And she kind of, like, follows you out in step and just says, I know that you're no longer a part of the Flaming Fist, and you will, as such, not be compensated any longer. With that said, I do wish you luck on whatever it is you choose to do next. I can't imagine a higher post than one of the Flaming Fist members, especially now that I'm here. If you decide to come back, you speak to me directly, and I'll get you a position worthy of your gifts to this city.
I don't wonder if you could maybe provide me another gift for my services to this city.
I'm not usually one to give more than what is adequate compensation, but let's hear it.
All I want is an open gate.
Where will you be going?
Wherever I so choose. I'm a free man now.
You are. I can provide you with travel accommodations if you need them.
That would be wonderful.
And you can see.
I do have to tell you where we're going then, don't I?
No, you don't. And she just kind of, like, lifts her arm and waves to. Yep. She waves to a couple of other soldiers that are a lot closer to the gate, and you can see that there's now, even just several minutes ago, what wasn't there, and there's basically this new army of Flaming Fist soldiers. There's lined up a bunch of carts, each carried by a set of 2 horses. And she says, you can have one of those.
Think this can fit 6?
6. Last I heard, there was only 5 of you.
I met a friend of mine in town. Decided to tag along.
And did they help?
Absolutely, they did.
Did
you
they
think
wear
I'd be friends with someone who's not helpful?
Did they wear the badge?
They were with me. Everyone with me wears the badge.
Make a deception check. She just says, I doubt that. It'll fit 6. Safe travels. And she has one of the soldiers just kind of like just space out one of the carts with the 2 horses off to the side. She says, it'll be here when you're ready to leave, though you should take it by the end of the day. We're not going to stable your horses for you.
Wouldn't ask you to. You'll be seeing me within the hour.
All right. Good luck.
I'd like to extend my hand to shake.
And she pauses and looks down, and it takes a moment. So she's a little hesitant at first, but she does. She reaches out and she shakes your hand, and she has got a vice grip. Even you as a barbarian, you're like thoroughly impressed. She kind of like squeezes your knuckle bones together a little with the shake.
Once again, I wish you a short and pleasant stay. Nod and walk off.
She kind of gives a questioning look when you say short, but she just waves her hand, and about 20 Flaming Fist soldiers just fan out and follow her, taking up the entire street as she heads up towards the upper city. Okay. Where to now, Buckaroo?
I just have 2 quick questions.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So she's a commander, right?
Yes.
So that she's higher ranked than Zaj.
100%.
Okay. And since she's from Chult, Nunu? Yes, no?
Like, do you know her?
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not there, but like, I'm just curious. Like, if the name if the name were to be brought up in conversation, would I be like, oh yeah, I know that girl?
Yeah, you would know.
Disgusting.
Okay. Okay, sorry. So Yoll, where did you say you were going?
Elsong is like equidistant from my home. That from the it's like a triangle between my home, Elfsong, and the blacksmith, right?
Elfsong. Let me just see here. It's literally like on the way. Yeah. Like
okay, I'll go to the blacksmith first.
Okay.
Has it been 25 minutes?
Approximately, yeah. So, okay, actually, this is what I'm going to do. I just want to double check on Nunu. Where were you going last?
Sorry, my dog is scratching me. The last place I was going to was Yoll's house.
Okay.
Which I'm now realizing that Nunu has never been to Yoll's house.
Oh.
I would have given you like an address or a.
Yeah,
it's the one under the kebab shop.
Yeah, we can retcon that back.
Cool. Okay, I need a beer back. She's fucking barking like a fucking idiot.
No problem. And where's Gantash planning on going?
Well, regardless of the outcome of what happened with the accommodations that Yoll got, Gantash doesn't have enough money, as I looked up in the player's handbook, to afford travel accommodations, so he was gonna go to Yoll's and wait and discuss with the group because Gantash be poor.
Okay. Were you doing anything else?
Is Yoll's apartment open?
Oh, you went to the fucking thing. I forgot.
Yeah, I went to but is Yoll's apartment open?
That's up to Yoll.
I probably would have given one of you the keys, suspecting I would be back last.
Okay, let's imagine Gantash has the keys. You know, let's just
Okay.
Who cares who has the keys? Like, the apartment will be open to someone.
I just want to write a letter. I don't know if he's got paper lying around. You think that he'd have some paper probably lying around?
Probably. I got books.
Yeah.
I want to write a letter
Okay.
to Thirstwell.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. You'll be telling either me or us what that is about.
Yeah.
Later. Okay. So Yoll, I'm gonna come back to you. So you're heading back to the blacksmith.
Heading back to the blacksmith.
Okay. So when you get there, you can see she's actually like sitting down, like kind of kicked back, just sweat, just dripping.
Like day.
But also hanging from a set of steel hooks that come from the top of the booth, you can see your new, slightly longer, great shovel attached to your quarterstaff, and you can even see from a distance, just catching a little glint off the sun, you can see these two pretty nice, like they look like polished steel bands holding on a clasp, like a ring that would clasp the outside of a diamond, clasping that gem just perfectly slotted into that spot. You can see she carved it down a little bit nicer, and it's like wedged in a little deeper, and there are two bands just securing the tips of the gem in place as well, just for that extra little security. And you make your way up, and the first thing that's there, and she's just kind of like panting still, and she says, "Oh, that was a lot of fun to start the shift with. It's all ready."
You're pretty good. I'm impressed.
I'm starting to think I'm the best. And she kind of like puts her hands on her knees and stands up and just takes it down and just gladly like hands it over to you. She inspects it one more time and like just nods her head to herself and just, "If you ever need a quick job done, don't forget I did you right on this one."
I'm looking it over. Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. That's you just paid my whole wage for the whole day, mister.
Now, there's something I'm going to tell you, and it is up to you whether you choose to believe me or not. Maybe I'm a crazy old man. Do not stay in this city at all. Pack up now. Like you just said, your day's wage is paid. Get out.
Roll a persuasion check. I'm gonna do this live.
Oh man, he just persuading everybody. Oh,
Wait, why did Yoll roll?
What?
That roll just is labeled.
I would just have you selected. I just have you select. It doesn't matter. I had you selected. It was gonna roll the same anyways. She just goes, "Yeah. Choose to believe you or not, eh? Well, coming from a guy who pays 3 times as much as he needs to. How's about this? I'll think about it."
Some pretty disastrous things are going to happen here. And I would hate to see someone with the skills like yours go to waste. But the decision is yours. Thank you for your hard work.
I'll have a bag packed. If I see something starting to go wrong, I'll be ready to go.
I'll be in Candlekeep for a while if you need to get a hold of me for some reason. I look forward to possibly seeing you again.
You too, buddy.
Oh, and you can keep this, and I'd like to give her the brand.
All right. Not going to say no to some free steel.
Just don't melt it down yet. Might come in handy.
She looks like, just kind of like laughing, like she's not sure what to really think, but she's, all right. This has got to be the weirdest day, and I'm just getting started.
You don't know the half of it.
Well, you enjoy Candlekeep. I'm going to enjoy this big payday.
That's it. I'm gone.
Okay. Where are you going now?
Elf Song.
Okay. Got a couple stops for you, boy. I just want to confirm too. So actually, let me jump to the other crew for a second here. So all three of you are at Yoll's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, you guys all took a relatively even amount of time, except for Silas. He was up there for quite a while. Let me tell you.
Like to the point where like Gantash and I would know, would realize oh, he's been would get what are the timings about getting back to Yoll's? Would Gantash and I be arriving similarly?
Yeah, me and Nunu will probably be on time, and then I think Silas maybe after Krepe.
I would say Krepe and Silas are probably going to be getting there around the same time.
Who's Krepe?
Sorry,
Yoll. Jesus Christ!
I can't wait to RP. I can't wait to RP with Ganty boy.
Well, we're gonna switch over to you guys right now. So,
shit.
So this is you two coming into Yoll. So we're backtracking the time a little bit here from where Yoll's at. But you guys get to Yoll's place. Gantash, you've got the keys to get in. You and Nunu meet in an alleyway.
Come on in, Nunu.
Gladly. Is the door big enough for Kevin and Kevin's sack to fit into?
How big is Kevin?
Yeah, how big is Kevin?
I'll answer the question. How big is
medium.
Kevin?
He's medium.
Then 100%.
If he's medium, then yeah, of course.
100%.
That means Kevin is my side.
Yeah. He's not taller than Yoll.
I'm double checking right now, but I'm 90% sure it's medium.
Yeah.
Buru is
medium beast who's unaligned.
I don't care about his alignment.
Yeah, you don't.
Align these nuts. I'm just kidding.
Ayo, got him. Yeah, so I'll just ride into I'll ride Kevin into Yoll's house when Mr. Gray lets me in.
Okay.
I'll have I'll lead Kevin and Sir Slobberchops into one of the corners. I'll just hop off. No pun intended. I'll kind of sit at Yoll's table.
Gantash is gonna.
Massive, to be fair.
Sorry.
My chairs are massive.
Yeah,
I'm aware.
So you're like a little kid.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand on the table then. I'm just gonna stand on the table. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand on the table. I'm short enough to do so and still be the same height as Gantash.
Gantash is gonna start looking for paper, and while he's kind of looking around Yoll's apartment and looking for paper, he says, "If Sir Slobberchops or Kevin are hungry, there's a kebab shop upstairs. I don't know if Yoll would recommend it, but food is food."
Well, I believe they're good. Sir Slobberchops had a whole ham.
Hmm.
So.
And And you
so
look
did-
and
so
you,
did
you
Kevin.
see Slobberchops, despite just having come down from a flight, is passed out. There's just like a little bit of ham in his whiskers, and he's just conked.
Yeah, they need some much needed rest, so I'm gonna let them rest.
A wise decision.
Going to reach into my backpack and pull out the last first edition book that I have.
Okay.
I listened to you, Mr. Gray. I didn't sell it. I had the opportunity to, but I didn't. I took your word. You saved my life, and I trust your word.
I appreciate that, Nunu. We need these books for the next part of our adventure. Without it, I don't know how many of us would get in.
Well, if it was just an entry ticket to get into this, you said we're going to Candlekeep. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I have a flying dinosaur, so I can just fly over the gates. If I need to.
This is Candlekeep we're talking about, not Baldur's Gate. Candlekeep will keep a heavy eye on what flies in or flies out of the castle. But
I'm gonna chuckle.
But if at the end of the day you get to keep that book, you can do whatever it is that you want with it. I wanted to get everybody a ticket and some spare change into Candlekeep.
Well, coming from somebody who has visited Candlekeep multiple times, I know the ins and outs of that city. I know how to sneak things in and get things out to catch my drift.
As someone who spent 50 years there, I'd imagine I know a couple of things myself as well. You're not fooling me, Nunu. You're not fooling me. Spent 50 years there. My parents were there. My parents' parents are from Candlekeep, and their parents before them.
My apologies, Mr. Gray. Did not mean any level of disrespect. That comment.
That's okay. And he'll sit down at the table with a quill, some ink, and some paper, and start writing a letter to Thirstwell. In front of Nunu.
Gray, Mr. Gray, I have a question for you. Candlekeep.
Yes.
No, I never set up a shop permanently there, but if one were to set up a shop there permanently, Candlekeep, pretty good place to set something up there.
Well, I'd imagine it would depend on what you're selling.
I'll look over at Kevin. I'm gonna like tilt my head towards Kevin and motion over to him and say, dinosaurs.
Now, do you want the nice news or the bad news, Nunu?
I'll take the bad news first.
Well, I don't know that those dinosaurs will be alive for very long in Candlekeep.
I never had an issue before.
Candlekeep is
what would change?
Candlekeep is a castle for studying the arcane and various magical schools of magic. Sometimes experiments can go wrong. So wrong, something pays the price. And that price is death.
Well, don't tell anybody else this, but I never bring the dinosaurs that I sell. Well, let's just say they're not always in the best condition. But buyer beware.
That's for you and your consumer.
Now I want to pitch my name to you. I want to see what you think about it.
All right.
Just think about this. You get some pterodons, on top of like a little hut. Big old sign and like big red letters. Nunu's, new to you, Dino Shop & Co. Trademark, copyright rights reserved. What do you think, Mr. Gray? And I want to do the whole hand flourishy and everything.
He kind of just like sits there at the table, still writing that letter. Stops writing, just kind of looks up at the ceiling, kind of like ponders. I'm not sure what a trademark is, Nunu, but I'd imagine the rest of it is just fine.
Listen, as a businessman, much like myself, you probably don't understand intellectual property, but pretty serious. You know, I don't want anybody stepping on toes. So I've kind of dealing with that right now. I want to cover all my bases.
Intellectual property, is that like a magical item? Is that?
No, it's your own property.
Really? Like this quill, it's my property. It's my intellectual property. It's not very intellectual, but...
Well, it's your property, but it's not your intellectual property. It's something that you think of. You think up.
Huh.
It's an idea. It's a brand.
Wow.
The
Fascinating.
Flaming Fist could be trademarked. If
you
also decided to.
Well, the Flaming Fist is a mark, so it's halfway there. It's a mark.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just not very intellectual.
Oh, well, I mean, you know Yoll. I know Yoll. Come on.
Yoll's a pretty smart turtle. Have not met a turtle quite as smart as him. Now, you know, decisions in combat sometimes can vary, but the overall results are pretty solid.
Oh, you didn't see him in his glory days. He was a menace to society years ago. Him and I would travel from city to city, and we would clean house. I would sell dinosaurs, and well, a few days they might come back dead. Buyer beware of, after all. And I would then skin those dinosaurs and give them to Yoll, and get the money I sold from the dinosaurs, and he sold the skins from the dinosaurs, and we made a killing.
So clean house, you guys had a proprietary cleaning house service?
That was our IP.
Yeah. No, Mr. Gray. No cleaning houses. Just businessmen.
That's actually how we got into the upper city. We entered as janitors.
Oh.
So
I wish I had this. I had a similar story, but
so Yoll and I and the rest of the party actually have a cleaning service business. So far, one client, only one. May he rest in peace.
Oh, you killed him. You killed your one and only client.
It's a long story.
He was dead well before he became.
It was a long story, Nunu.
Well, Mr. Gray, coming from a businessman such as myself, killing your one and only client isn't a good way to.
We didn't. I'm gonna cut him out. We didn't kill him. He was dead maybe weeks ago. We had to clean up his property.
Was it intellectual?
Not really. It had intellectual beings in the property, but no, it was not.
This is such a fucking
at this point, Gantash concludes writing the letter, and he just starts like putting it in an envelope, and, like licks the envelope, kind of like closes it. Before we leave, I need to see to this letter being sent.
Who's it being sent to?
It's being sent to Thirstwell.
Oh.
Yes.
Thirstwell was the one that we kept alive in the Vampinther Villa, right?
That's correct.
Oh. That's what. Well, wish I would have known that. I would have had you put me, I would have said hi, but.
You can write your own letter, Nunu, and we could mail it off together. But separate. Together, but separate.
Oh. Well, you can't really write too much letters and get my hands on them too much. So, he knows I'm coming back, though. I'll be back. He knows me.
Fair enough.
He's going to help me open up one of those. He's going to help me open up a Nunu's New to Dino Shop & Co. location here in Baldur's Gate. Provided it doesn't fall.
New news, new to you, Dino Shop, and what?
Co.
New news, new to you. Very good. Very good.
It was that or new news, new to you, Newt and Dino Shop and Co. But feels weird selling my own people.
You're a frog, not a newt.
I would pretty much say that. Yeah, 4 legs. We're slimy. Same thing. Well, what was the letter to Thirstball about?
I would like to keep our options open for when we return to Baldur's Gate. As an Elturellian and as most of the party being from Elturel, I'd imagine it won't be easy to return to this city. And as unfortunate as it may be, we must use Thirstwell in any way we can, if we can.
Thirstwell will be a useful ally, I think, down the line. Do I trust him? Absolutely not. But doesn't mean we can't gain a few favors from him, along with take advantage of the situation that he's presented us with.
It's possible he's listening right now.
Thirstwell, if you're listening, good for you. And if you're not, you're an idiot. That'll show him.
I'm sure you'll pass your business now.
Oh,
after you've called him an idiot.
Well, I also stole his cat. And I'll point at Sir Slobberchops.
I'm not sure if that was his. I'm sure he has lots of pets. He's got hundreds of pets. Thousands of pets.
Are you talking about the imps?
Yes.
I thought I was talking about every rat in the sewer system.
Well, I don't think imps can be used for pets. Mainly, probably more so servants than anything else.
Pet servant, sometimes the same thing.
Is Kevin and Sir Slobberchop sleeping? I know Sir Slobberchop is sleeping, but is Kevin sleeping?
Yeah, I mean he's laying down. He's passing out.
I'll lean into Gantash and say, well, much like Thirstwell and the imps, that's what I do with animals myself. That's why I don't want anybody else feeding them but me. Okay? It's me. I just want that to be clear. Don't feed them anything. I feed them. Give them a little special treat. I'll rub my fingers together, make a little string of my poison on my fingers. If you catch my drift.
He kind of looks at Nunu with a smolder. He's kind of confused. Are they your pets or your servants now?
Somewhere in between, Mr. Gray. Somewhere in between. Us Grungs, well, we're slavers, you see. Sometimes enslaving our own. And I'll see the color of my skin. This isn't the only skin color us Grungs have. We have a sort of a social hierarchy among us Grungs.
Your skin is a caste system.
That's exactly correct. That is exactly what it is.
Wow.
There is multiple different colors. There are greens, blue like myself. There's reds, purple, and orange.
Wow. Fascinating.
I am not the highest in the social hierarchy, but there is one below me. A green grung, no matter what. Out here, in Chult, They listen to me.
Wow.
They report. Yes, I can boss them around. They listen to me without question. And if they do question, well, they get the stick.
That makes me slightly uncomfortable.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see a orange grung. Those guys they're the top dogs.
Really?
Much like royalty with gold. The orange grungs.
Is their
are
poison strong? It's just the color. What's the difference?
There is none. It's just the color of their skin. That's what depicts the social hierarchy in grung society.
Wow.
We look down on.
Gantash casually trying to pretend he doesn't understand racism.
we look down on lesser skin colors in the grung society. In grung society, please. In grung society,
video
please.
Clip it and ship it.
Last time on Dungeons and Dummies.
Nunu is racist.
We look down on lessers.
lesser skin color.
Wow, Nunu, I need some time to ponder that. That's some heavy shit.
Yep. Yeah. There are ways to move up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You'll see the odd color up there with the orange grungs, but you have to do some very exceptional duties, I guess, or
for example, like what?
Well, going to battle single-handedly and wiping out an entire clan, a rival clan, going in there and
A clan of grungs.
Yes.
He kind of like leans back in his chair. Oh, and I thought I learned it all.
This is the biggest lore dump I've ever had on a character. I've learned more about grungs than I have ever reading about them.
I'm pulling half the shit out of my ass, by the way. Not the color system, not the caste system, but like or the like.
I would hope it's not the racism bit that you're pulling out of your ass.
No, it's not. That is legit all. That's all canon. That's all.
Jesus.
Canon. You know, at Candlekeeper, I'll make sure that they develop some studies towards grung. This is quite fascinating. I'd imagine they've studied your poison, but the history is so rich.
Yeah, we grungs don't typically like outsiders within our villages.
I believe it. You don't like each other's colors.
Yeah. Very, very, very well an outsider wander into one of our camps and make it out alive, unless he's escorted by a member of that tribe.
Wow. I'll make sure to let Candlekeep know that too. If they were to produce field studies on the history of your people.
As long as it's only history and you guys aren't harvesting us for our poison like we've dealt with before.
Yeah.
You have my blessing.
Wow.
But
to your village.
To my village, yes.
Well, if we make it out of this alive, I would like to pioneer that if I could. That sounds fantastic.
I want you to know though, Mr. Gray, this is the biggest level of trust a grunt can bestow upon somebody.
Wow.
And if I find out, even for a second, that this study that you want to conduct turns into any bit of harvesting of our poison, I will single-handedly hunt you down and strip the skin off your body and wear it as a cloak. Wow.
It's quite the heavy threat. If this conversation couldn't get heavier. Well, I swear to Tom. Tom is the holiest and the highest that I pray to. I swear unto Tom that my intentions are nothing but for the studies of your people. I have little to no interest in your poison. or what it does or how it operates. I find the history much more fascinating. And I swear to Tom that it's just plainly that.
I appreciate that, Gantash, and you can tell your god Torn.
Torn.
That Torn.
M.
Yeah,
hard
Torn.
M.
That's what I'm saying. Torn.
M. Torm.
Torm.
Correct.
Does Nunu canonically have a speech impediment, or
No, nope. Well, I'm not much for worshipping a Torm, but take your word on it. Man, where's Silas at? Where's the rest of the gang at?
Let's just hang out here for a little bit.
About my shit too.
Let's hang out here for a little bit. There's a lot I need to talk to them about. And they should be here shortly.
Good. Good.
Okay.
By the way, is the window still in like the
100%. 100%.
I want to go inspect it.
Okay. There's not much to inspect. It is a window into dirt.
I want to open the window.
Dirt.
Can I pick up the window?
Can you pick it up? You can't. No.
Can I pull it out? No. Okay.
No.
I'll close the window.
Okay.
Look at Gantash. Yoll was never one for good taste, was he?
It was Silas that put up that window. Well, Yoll put it up, but Silas created that window.
Interesting. Interesting choice.
Yes, but I quite like it. It's very... Stops for a second. Yoll.
Yes. It's very much... And I'll pause for a second. Yoll.
I don't know what just happened here. But I dig it.
I feel like I went on a trip there.
Yeah. A little bit of a grung acid trip. Okay. Are you guys settled in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so... sorry, Yoll, you're heading to Elfsong. Silas, I know you're... I mean, we did a whole session with you, so hopefully you're cool with just catching back up after this. So, Yoll, you're going to go to Elfsong?
Yeah. I'll be
Okay.
quick.
Elfsong.
Okay. Do you want the map?
No, I'm not even gonna go in.
Oh, you're not. Oh, okay. Okay. So no problem. You make your way to Elfsong. You see Clank already just standing up a couple of steps at the doorway.
Oh, is Skooma not there?
No, Schoona's not there.
Skooma.
No, Skoona!
Is it like too early in the morning for Skoona?
Yeah, Schoona's kind of like the late shift. Clank, on the other hand, doesn't sleep, so he'll be okay.
Damn. It's kind of counting on someone who could speak being there.
Well, Clank can certainly understand.
Yeah,
you
but
know
he
that
can't convey information, can he?
Oh, he can like write things down. He can.
Oh, he can? Okay, great.
Oh yeah.
Well, then I would just like to tell Clank. Hand on shoulder. Hi, pal.
And he clanks together or clanks up and like looks up at you.
I need you to do something for me.
And he puts his hand on your shoulder.
Oh, so touching. At the first sign of some, I like say kind of under my breath, but loud enough to hear, like demonish behavior. He's not the most eloquent. I need you to get Alan and Skoona out of here safely. Out of Baldur's Gate.
And he just takes his hand off your shoulder and salutes.
Cheers, buddy.
He hasn't really let you down before, so.
I want to take my new halberd. We'll figure out what the weapon is in a minute when that becomes relevant.
Hell,
call it a Yoll.
I want to clang him on the chin, Excuse me. Give him a little clang on the shin, like a go get him tiger clang.
Yeah.
And then I'm out. That's it. That's all.
Okay. And he just watches you kind of walk down and.
Because remember, Alan and I broke up. Can't go see her, but like I can't just let her die in the pit of hell.
Yeah. Okay. On your way back, you see Silas about to turn down your alleyway as you turn the corner as well. Silas, you make your way over to Yoll's. So you guys are kind of getting there roughly the same time. See each other in the alleyway before you enter.
Hey, buddy.
And from here, it's up to you.
As I walk in, you will all notice that there is an open and cauterizing wound on my chest, also to be clear.
Yeah. Smells like burnt swamp.
Cute.
As they enter, Gantash just like pivots in an excited manner, like he's just like on a chair, just like a kid in a candy store, like mom just came home with like a bag of fucking Doritos. Nunu, you'll never believe this. Nunu was just telling. Nunu was just telling me about his people. It's amazing.
I'm gonna cut Gantash off. He knows.
Well, it's exciting.
I want to put my hand out to Nunu as like, let him go. He's obviously excited. Let the old man be excited about something. Oh yeah, and did he tell you about the pink ones? Like trying to bait you?
What? What are the pink ones?
I'm gonna look at Yoll. You weren't supposed to tell him about.
Okay, he's family, Nunu.
Gantash.
Do you want to tell him or should I?
I'll tell him. Gantash, the pink grungs. They are the most sacred and the most looked up upon in the Grung society.
Wow. How many of them are there?
2. They breed once every 30 years.
So how are there still only 2?
Incest. They have 2. They breed until they have a male and a female.
So wouldn't that make 4?
After they breed, and once they know the sex of their children, they kill themselves.
Wow. We need to hurry up, get to Candlekeep.
Do I need to roll a deception check for all that?
Oh, did you just lie about everything?
That's all bullshit.
Yeah, the pink grungs don't exist. I was just like laying a little bait.
I was just going on with it. Yeah, there's no such. You really think there's 2 pink grungs that we're gonna fuck and like have like incestuous children and then kill ourselves?
I do believe that is a thing that could happen in D&D lore. Absolutely.
Well, hold on, Gantash. Do you have any reason to suspect that he's lying?
I mean, up until this point, he's just I've been kind of just like following along, like holy moly, this is crazy, right? Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you I'm not gonna make you deceive him. Like
I'm gonna start laughing and say, Gantash, Yoll and I are pulling a quick one on you. There's no pink grungs.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I was looking forward to studying them. It's unfortunate. Nevertheless, you guys come at a timely manner. There's some things to discuss.
Yes. By the way, can I retcon like while we're waiting for Silas and Yoll? Can I like slowly start poisoning all my 100 arrows?
Yeah. You can take time to do that.
I'm guessing it's gonna take me a while, so I'll keep doing that when they come in as well.
Sure.
I'm just like rubbing the arrow tips on my body.
It's kind of hot. I'll look at Yoll as he kind of like settles in. I was not able to get the travel accommodations. I was gonna wait for you guys to come back. I don't quite have the gold to do so. I gave all of mine away.
That reminds me.
To the Tom Temple.
I'm dropping a pouch of 500 gold on the table. That reminds me.
Whoa. I'm gonna like, can I like see if I can guess how much is in the bag just by hearing the clunk that it hit the table with? I know how much it is obviously because I heard it, but
yeah. Go. Give me a perception.
That is a 15.
I mean, you probably think it's like a couple hundred. It's not like an easy task to count from sound, but you're like, yeah, there's probably a couple hundred in there.
I'm gonna like look at Yoll and stop poisoning my arrows. Yoll, that's a very heavy bag you just dropped on us. Where did you acquire such wealth?
I mean, acquire. I got paid for the job I was hired to do.
Wow.
I'm gonna give 100 gold to Gantash.
Thank you,
and
Yoll.
100 gold to Silas.
I'm just gonna look at Yoll, just deadpan. You know, Kevin gets hungry sometimes, you know, Yoll.
I know. You've done a great job feeding him so far.
I really have, haven't I?
I'm going to turn to Gantash, like ignoring the rest of that conversation. I'm pocketing the rest of it for now.
Okay.
Well, I'll give 100 to Buru when he comes and just say, don't worry, Gantash. I have accommodated travel.
Perfect.
I'm just going to mention to everybody, just so everybody is aware, what was promised to you in session 1 was 200 gold apiece.
Except me. Feels bad.
Yeah, except for you.
Go to Roger. Oh wait, he's dead.
So
Gantash
just letting you know.
doesn't care.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Did all of you say your goodbyes?
I didn't have much ties in this city. I went to the few people that I knew. And I warned them, and that's it.
Yoll?
I mainly care about getting Kevin and Sir Slobbershops out of here. And you guys, obviously.
Yoll?
The people who need to know. There's a carriage, 2 horses waiting for us at Basilisk Gate.
That's amazing.
I've been promised that we are free to leave as we so choose.
And to come back?
I think that's, given the state of the world, that's probably a little bit in motion at the moment.
Okay. And Silas?
There's nobody here I need to tell.
All right.
But I got some essential. I got a hell of a deal up in the upper city. I got some goodies.
Ooh.
And I want to put I'm gonna put stuff on the table.
What'd you get?
So I split just for Phrank because we said we couldn't carry it all. So I split just the potions and I kept all the scrolls.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw down 2 potions of greater healing. 6 potions of healing. Okay. Get ready for it. a pipe of endless smoke. Or wait, because I know it, because I asked, right?
Yep.
I don't know what it does though.
Yep.
Okay, a pipe of endless smoke.
Like a smoking pipe?
It looks like a smoking pipe, but if you can imagine like cubes that are like rotated, and that makes up the kind of body and the end of the pipe.
A cap of water breathing, which is like just a hat. A scroll of vampiric touch, scroll of mind spike, scroll of guiding bolt, 2 scrolls of guiding bolt, scroll of ceremony, scroll of thunderclap, scroll of word of radiance, scroll of detect poison and disease, and that's it.
Wow. And how do you get a deal like that, Silas? This is not children's toys.
A little bit of persuading. No, did not steal. Did not steal, just...
How much did you pay for all of this?
Well... around 5,000 gold.
Whoa.
Nunu, you take a look at the table. You're not quite sure about the magic items, but everything else, you're like, yeah, it adds up.
Where the
Silas,
fuck
where the
did you get 5,000 gold?
Yeah, I'm with you on this. Where the fuck did you get that kind of money, and how come we didn't see any of it?
Well, I didn't pay for it. Thirstwell did.
How?
We went back to Thirstwell?
Just some cunning persuasion.
You fucking... you wrote a fake check, didn't you?
No, I didn't write a fake check at all.
And where'd you acquire the 5,000 gold at, Silas?
I didn't. I put it on Thirstwell's tab.
Yeah, because that's not going to come back to bite us in the fucking ass, Silas, later on, you fucking dink.
Back off the mic.
Come on, Silas,
Back off
think.
the mic. Back off the mic. Please.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was speaking. Sorry. Silas, you have to think about the repercussions of your action.
Don't worry, you won't experience the repercussions if they come.
Well, considering I'll be guilty of association if he finds out, and I'm currently trying to make a deal with him. Yeah, you might have fucked me a little bit.
Yeah, well, this city is on the verge of being sunken into Avernus, so maybe who the fuck cares?
Nah, we'll save it.
Strangely, I'm on both sides. I do think that it could haunt us. I had written a letter to Thirstwell to try to find an avenue to return back into the city.
Gantash, I don't think you should send that letter anymore.
I think I will, because I am going to try to get us some way to get back into the city. Regardless, this is a lot of stuff, Silas, and we could definitely use this if we ourselves are going to make a descent.
Gantash, if when we decide to return to Baldur's Gate, it still stands, I will be able to get us back in.
No. How so?
Colleagues.
Interesting. Everyone is so cryptic at this table. So far, it's only Nunu that's given me a straight answer.
I had nothing to hide. I had no reason to hide.
I do have some...
Lyara Porter, commander of the Flaming Fist, is currently in Baldur's Gate. I made a deal with her that got us the carriage out. She's paying for it. We don't have to pay for it. And as long as she's here, I should have no problem getting back in.
Wait, Porter's in Baldur's Gate?
Yep.
Something's going down here.
Yeah, Zodge is incompetent and she's pissed.
Fair enough.
I don't know how you turn a hellhole like this into a worse hellhole, aside from it being a literal hellhole, which it might soon be. So, you know.
Well, Yoll, as you're well aware, money talks.
And bullshit walks. I'm more of a... You're more of the money talks guy. I'm more of the bullshit walks guy.
Yeah. Money does talk with me. I'll grab a gold and.
A gold?
Yeah, I'll just grab a like I'll have I have gold on me, so I grab a gold and whisper Joaquin.
What is this pipe, Silas?
I was told it was called the Pipe of Endless Smoke. I don't know what it does.
Endless smoke. So I never have to buy tobacco ever again? I don't have to buy pipeweed ever again?
I'm not sure that it's tobacco. I actually don't know.
Well,
you can take a look if you'd like.
I'd like to pick it up and like gesture around the room. Do you mind?
It's your house.
Not that I smoke indoors.
Oh.
You go ahead, Yoll.
Nunu, open the window.
My focus.
Take her.
I'll like hop down the I'll hop off the table and open the window. There you go, Yoll. I got you.
I want to take a drag. Just a low one.
Okay, so you inhale like you're smoking it, and you like blow out and nothing comes out.
Oh.
It was always more of a ritualistic thing for me. I might hold on to this if that's okay with you.
Anything on this table, if you can use it, take it. That goes for you, Gantash. I think some of these scrolls might be of use to you.
I'll definitely grab at least a potion. What is that, a potion of healing?
There's 6 potion of healings and 2 greater healing potions.
I'm going to take one of the greater healings.
I'll take 2 potions of healing. I'll take 2. Thank you, Silas.
Silas, I wanna Silas and Gantash. I wanna run an experiment.
And I'll take a guiding bolt scroll.
Hell yeah. I'm deleting them. Oh, there's 2 of them. You might as well take 2.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah. I can't cast it, I don't think.
And I'm assuming they're just first level since it's a first level spell.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick up one of the healing potions.
So yeah, there's 2 of those. You're gonna pick up one?
Yeah,
I'm keeping track of everything. By the way,
I'm gonna pick up a second one and look at Gantash and Silas, and say,
I think they're figuring out scrolls still.
Okay, yeah, I'll wait then.
Yeah, I'll just take 2, or if no one's gonna object.
The 2 scrolls?
Guiding bolt. Guiding bolt.
I think it's only you and me that can really use them.
Scrolls in general, yeah, you have to be able to learn the spell
so
naturally
you take
to use scroll.
If you can do ceremony or word of radiance or detect poison and disease, like you take whatever you want. I can't cast some of these.
Be careful with the detect poison. You'll see a lot of me on it. You'll see a lot of it on me. I'm gonna wait for these guys to scroll.
You said word of radiance?
Word of radiance.
The cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
There are spell scrolls for cantrips?
Spell, isn't it?
That's whack.
It basically just saves you from having to carry it in your currently known spells.
Does it cost? Does it cost a spell slot?
No
to
spell
cast?
slots. No.
No cantrips. No. And neither do spell scrolls.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's the benefit of a spell scroll. Really, that's one of the major benefits.
I'm surprised there's no items that are scrolls. But I guess there's going to be a million scrolls.
What do you mean items that are scrolls?
Because I went into the items thing to like type in scroll of this, but I had to make them.
It's
no, no. Go into the spells.
Yeah.
And you drag them into your inventory.
Oh wow!
As opposed to dragging them to your spell list.
That would have saved me time. Oh well.
What did you say?
Word of radiance, detect poison and disease, ceremony, and those are the ones I think you could use. Maybe thunderclap.
No.
Okay. Ceremony, word of radiance, and detect poison and disease. I believe you can use.
I'll take thunderclap.
I have to piss so bad. You guys can keep sorting stuff out, but I gotta go to the washroom.
Yep. Can you take thunderclap?
I can't use it, but I'll take it.
Detect poison and disease. Gotcha.
I think I can use Thunderclap. Let's see.
I know.
I can use it. Yes. Are you taking those 3, Simo?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if it's only based on what people can use, then there's no reason why I shouldn't take them.
No,
I think Ethan just
exactly.
pulled his mic stand out of the stand.
Yeah, I did. I was like trying to adjust it properly, and it's like pop, and I'm like, oh.
And Krepe, if you type in
I can't even pull mine out if I tried.
Listen,
wait.
If I type in what?
Oh, never mind. I thought pipe of endless smoke was on there, but it's not in the item list. Never mind. But I'm not attuned to it anyway, so I don't know what it is. But I'll take it out of my inventory if you have it in yours now.
I will add it to my inventory.
Okay. And there's also, Ethan, how many potions do you want to take?
So I'm gonna wait for Phrank to get back because I have something I want to try with one of the potions.
Okay.
But I wanted to. I'm gonna pocket 1, maybe 2, depending on how, it kind of goes with what I want to do with the second one.
By the way, Buru also has another 5 healing potions and 3 greater healing potions on him.
Okay.
I'll
Wow.
probably take one of those greater healings and a couple of the minor ones, maybe one of the minor ones, and call it. But it's all right.
Dude, we were about to buy superior healing.
And the only magic items you bought was like the pipe and the hat, right?
The pipe and the hat, yeah. So there is a cap of water breathing that whoever wants it can have it.
I'm pretty sure Yoll and I don't need that at all. So
Apparently it's like a blue, like cap. So
I can hold my breath for an hour, so
maybe I'll keep it.
yeah, give it to one of you. Flesh.
Oh wait, I
bags.
don't need to breathe. I don't need it either.
Okay, I'll just take it
Give
then.
it that.
Jeez.
Okay.
Passion.
What is it?
There we go.
Cap of.
Water breathing.
Oh.
And I'm not attuned, so I don't know what it is, but yeah.
okay, Frank's.
So I'm gonna delete it out of my inventory.
What?
I'm going to grab a healing potion, pocket it, and I'm gonna grab another healing potion.
Oh, okay.
Look at Gantash and Silas and say, how much do you guys know about alchemy? Gantash, you seem like a pretty smart fellow.
How much do I know about alchemy? Should I do a?
Yeah, how much? How much does Gantash know about alchemy?
How much do you know about alchemy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let me think about that.
Question, and you'll find out.
Give me. I guess let's roll on it. Give me a history check.
I'm gonna do it in here.
That's a 20 crit.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Gantash has been in Candlekeep for a super long time. It makes sense that he would know a ton. Silas, you were only there for so long. You really focused on your own stuff, so you kind of know about it. But Gantash, you've kind of got it in the bag. Like, you know a good amount. You haven't really done it, but you know the people that do it, and you understand the basics of it.
One of my roommates in Candlekeep was an alchemist. And I studied with him quite frequently, so I know quite a lot.
So, what would happen if I were to stick my finger in this healing potion with my poison?
That'd probably be a healing potion that poisons you.
Yeah, that's about right.
Would it change the coloration?
Yeah, it would darken it.
Like how much? Like if a layman were to if I were to stick it in there and just kind of thing, and I've already given it to a layman, would he understand oh, this is not a regular potion?
No, a layman wouldn't understand that because it's red and it's adding purple, so it's just getting a little bit darker.
Okay, so how many? So I have 2 in my hand. How much is left on the table, Silas?
I took 2.
So 2 more on the table.
There's 2 more on the table, but I was going to take those.
Take them. I'm going to I'm going to take out the cap of the healing potion I had in my hand that I was asking about, and I'm just going to spit in it, like put my poisonous spit into it and swirl it up, and I'm going to cap it back up and back.
Okay. It's barely noticeably darker, but if you put them side by side, you can kind of see a little bit of a difference.
Thinking I could maybe throw this at somebody and poison them.
Well, they'd have to ingest it.
But the poison touches their skin.
I suppose we'll see, won't we?
Yeah, we'll have to play that out. We'll have to play that out.
Keep your empty flasks, by the way. I want to try something with them.
And
it's called a vial. This is a flask.
Okay, any empty glass containers, please. I'll take them when you have them. Maybe make some sort of poisonous throwable item.
Buru had one last stop that he had to make before coming back here. So we split off.
Well, I hope he hurries the fuck up. We lose the carriage in about 45 minutes.
At this, you hear some rustling outside your door. A little bit of like grunting, and the door bursts open. You're around a lot of bursting open doors today, Yoll. And you see
hey, there she is.
You see Rhea with Buru hunched over her shoulder. Oh. And he is looking pretty beat up. And she just kind of like slumps him into the door. And he just lays unconscious, still breathing though.
Gantash rushes over to kind of check his vitals, see what's going on.
He's definitely stable, but you can tell he's pretty beat up.
What the fuck happened to him?
Silas, where did you say he was going?
To a shop somewhere up in the upper city.
Rhea, where did you find him?
He was coming out of the gates. They threw him on the street. I just happened to be walking by. He is very lucky that I was there.
I'm going to start casting Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I want to rifle in his bag. Silas said he had healing potions. I want to pour a healing potion down his throat.
We could...
Okay, give me 1 second.
Rhea just happened to be walking by the second he got thrown out.
Seems pretty sussy.
Seems pretty sussy.
Let's call it a minute.
Is there an imposter among us?
We don't play that game here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just looking. Oh, he didn't. I see. He didn't do the thing. Okay, yeah, you're able to rifle through his stuff, and there's definitely those health potions as mentioned before. But Gantash, you're casting Cure Wounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop Yoll. No, yeah, save the potions. I've got him. And where's my D8? I can never find it. I always find the D12, but never the 8.
It's the diamond one.
It's this one.
7.
7?
7 healing.
It's a rhombus?
Okay. So you can see the different kind of parts of him start, mending together. There's some open wounds, a couple lumps that start fading down, and he just kind of comes to, and he just says, "We have to leave." And he like kind of springs up and just like heads straight to the door.
Oh, like right now. Oh, okay.
Silas, grab everything off the table. Rhea, put your hood on.
Help him get out.
Let's go.
I'm gonna
put your hood on first, though.
I'm gonna quickly like run over to Kevin and Sir Slobberchops. Let's go. And I'll hop on Kevin and like, yay, yay, yip, yip. Sorry.
So Buru kind of like is like feeling about himself, looking for, seems like he's looking for something. He's still got all his stuff. He's still got the shield and everything, and it's all kind of out in the open and exposed. And he reaches into his bag and pulls out that, the one of those black cloaks that he had, pulls it over himself, pulls out another one that he had and wraps it around the shield, and just steps out into the alleyway.
Follow me to the gate.
After you, Yoll.
Yep.
So I'm going to play this Buru role, I think, about as accurately as I can. So
yeah, it's fine.
That's what he does.
I'm going to start going towards the carriage. I also realize... Huh?
Are we running?
No.
No, we're like moving quickly, but I want to move through the plaza with that blacksmith in it.
Sure. So you can see Buru kind of keeps his head down, cloak on, and very wrapped up, and he's ready to go. He's basically hustling, though he does get kind of in the middle of the pack of you guys. It's like he's trying to keep just as hidden as he can. And Rhea, intentionally steps out to the outside of the group and like stands up tall and like carries on, moving alongside you guys. So you head your way up the streets and you make your way into the center of that little courtyard, obviously passing through where that blacksmith is. What would you like to do?
Can
Bono, look at her. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, while we were walking, can Silas ask Buru what happened?
He says, he just says, we're not safe. Somebody's going to come for us if we stay.
We pissed somebody off. You guys pissed somebody off. We gotta get out of here.
Sorry, I'm gonna let the blacksmith thing play out. I got something after that though.
Okay. Sorry, Yoll?
I just want to make panicked eye contact with them.
Okay. And she
and just look at them and just go, like, mouth, leave, and then effectively scamper off with my cohort.
Okay, I'm gonna have you do a performance check on that. You're a little bit off in the distance, and
game's paused, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
That's totally fine though.
And I'll give you advantage. You're genuinely freaked out, so I'll give you advantage on that. Just want to see how well you convey the message. Okay.
13.
Okay. And she just stares at you, moving along very quickly, and she just gives you a tiny little head nod, and just you see her turn her back and go start doing something. But you guys are moving very quickly, so you make your way through and up towards the gate.
Before that,
yep.
Are there any mailboxes on the way from Yoll's to the gate?
Mailboxes? Oh, I see what you're saying.
There's probably a Raven post or something.
Yeah, that's a good question. Shit.
We went through the plaza, through the middle, so maybe.
Oopsie daisies. So you do actually, but it's not like a mailbox. It's there's like a small building actually right near the gate. One sec. There's a small building right up near the front of the gate that's kind of like a messenger service. You just pay, it's 2 copper per mile.
I'm assuming if it's within the city, it's like just going to be 2 copper. Oh,
it'll probably be like 4 copper.
Okay. While they're getting the carriages ready, I want to see if I can like quickly sulk off to the messenger post.
Yeah, so you're you literally just can like run in. If you want to do it this way, you can like run in, slap your coins down on the desk with the letter and
Yep.
And just say a name basically.
Yep.
Okay. So slap it down, Vanthem per villa. And they'll just give you a super quick nod and just slowly start taking the stuff as you dash out.
And I'll rejoin the group at the gate.
Okay. By the time you get there, you can see a bit of an interesting scene. So there's a bit of a mixture of the type of Flaming Fist guards that you're used to seeing around the gate, and they're interspersed with this new, much more heavily geared and armored type. Oopsie daisies. Fuck sakes. There we go. Just kind of surrounding the gate. And you can see the look on one of like the older style ones, the more rugged looking ones. They see you guys come in, they start stepping up, and one of the newer ones just very quickly like just slams his arm into the chest of one of that guy, and just kind of does one of these and nods his head towards Yoll, and steps forward himself and just says, "Cart's ready. We'll open up when you're ready to go." Looks like that's going to be pretty soon.
What kind of cart is this? Is it a canopy cart? Tarp? Holy.
No, this one's wide open, so it's literally just like a very simple like box cart in the back.
Okay.
Strung up to two horses.
Let's load up quick.
Yep.
I'm gonna point at Rhea and go, "You first."
And she gladly like just hops on and helps Buru up too. He's like very eager to get on, and when he does, he like tucks his head down, and she kind of does the same too. Like she's still a hell rider. She's still looking to hide out.
I'm gonna motion for Kevin to fly up. I'm guessing there's railings on the cart at least, right?
Yep.
I'll motion for him to get on the railing like, towards the front of the cart, like right behind the seat.
Sure.
And I'll hop in front of him and see.
Okay. And there are benches.
I'm guessing the front seat's like a bench, right? Yeah.
So there's a bench in the front and there's a bench down the sides, and that's where Buru and Rhea are sitting. As the benches inside the cart, they're not sitting at the front.
Okay. And that's just
okay.
Front. Kevin perched up on front railing. I'm sitting in front of Kevin on the bench.
Okay.
On the bench in the cart, or in the front, like in the driver's seat?
In the front, like not driver's seat, but like in the front, like on the front bench. So like where someone, if there was a driver, it would be the driver, then Nunu, and then behind the driver and Nunu would be.
Given my background as a trader, have I ever driven one of these things before? Probably.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Everybody hop in, I'll drive.
Yeah. And I'm still going to have you make an animal handling check. These are not your horses. I'm going to give you advantage, though, given your history.
Bless.
Can I help him?
Yeah.
I guess he already has advantage, so...
Yeah, I mean, whichever. It doesn't really
matter.
So
I'll roll myself then. Good thing I choose to roll myself before you rolled. That would be an 8. 4 plus 4. We're fucking rolling like shit, boys.
Okay. So you guys are in a huge rush. You kind of skirt out and... you almost clang into some of the guards. You're just kicking up a ton of dust as you guys move out, almost like you're, Tokyo drifting out of Baldur's Gate. but you managed to kind of like wrangle them in, but it is very clunky getting out of the gate.
I have one thing I want to do.
Okay.
The second, like, we're situated, like we have like roughly a good amount of control on the cart, I want to ritual cast animal friendship, or not animal friend, speak with animals.
Oh, okay. So a 10-minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope you have names for these horses, baby.
it's the bitches.
Yo.
Okay, so they kind of like back up and wait for you guys to get your things about yourselves, and they open the basilisk gate to let you out. It is this huge, intimidating gate, and when it opens, you can see this flood of heads just kind of peek out from tents and little makeshift shacks and bedrolls, and they just peek their heads out, and you hear this kind of like collective groan and mumble as the gate pours open. The guards make this almost like a grand intimidation gesture to push their way out and create like a funnel for you to go out, and so that the rest of the people can't come in, and you would start making your way through this sea of this shanty town that's been thrown together.
Everyone's on the cart, right?
Everyone's on the cart.
Wait, where's Silas sitting?
On the back.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't really.
I was sitting like, wait, I don't even know where Gantash is sitting.
Sorry, I thought you guys just hustled on. That's my bad.
No big deal.
Guess I'll be in the back. I just wanted to, as we pass people, kind of like, I don't know if they're like leaving their tents, but if there's any people that are like on the sides of the cart, I just want to stick out my hand and say, "May Torm watch over you," to every single person as we drive by.
Okay.
I'm more
thinking it's like just a big shout and a grand gesture as we're riding our asses out of there.
Gantash doesn't seem like a grand gesture kind of guy. He seems like a subtle, intimate, one-on-one, and you.
Fair. You're right.
I know what Gantash is. And I'm acting like Gantash right now.
Making some tea?
No, that's Simo, not Gantash.
I need 3 seconds, guys. Sorry, I just realized I thought there was a map for this. I actually need to.
No worskies.
Worskies?
Whoa.
Little smooch.
Who's that for?
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
That little smooch is for anybody that wants it. Consensually, obviously.
Can I want to have a conversation with Gantash while we're like exiting the city.
Yeah, you started, buddy.
I know, I just wanted to because we're in a lull.
What's the first sentence? How are you greeting me?
They're not going to let me into Candlekeep, Gantash.
And why is that, Silas?
I was expelled from ever entering Candlekeep again.
What did you do?
I stole some items.
Silas. How did you fall so far from the path? You were a spry young lad. Interested in Torm, interested in the arcane. And now look at you. Expelled from Candlekeep.
May not seem like it, but I am working towards trying to redeem myself.
Okay, let's think about how Ganty wants to respond. Okay, let's think about this.
Oh, yeah? You wanna
Gantash.
talk to me about signing something,
Gantash.
huh?
Okay, here we go. Gantash puts his hand on Silas. And he thinks to him. And he says in his head, Redeem? Redeem what? I know the deal you took. And he lets go of his hand.
Oh my
Oh, you're
fuck!
not gonna
We're
let
digging
me
into this.
respond.
You can. It's still connected, but he just lets go of his hand. He just.
I know, and I'm also gonna be back because this is some private shit that I don't want to hear. Because this is some spicy shit, baby.
Know the deal you took. I thought it would help. I thought it would help my situation. I thought if I had, I wasn't thinking in the moment. I just thought if I had more knowledge that I would be able to fix things. I realize now that I made a very poor decision.
That you did, Silas. That you did. You had a choice. I was robbed of that choice. Now I share your same fate. See the difference?
Well, we still might be able to change our fate.
Oh, I intend to. If it takes every last bone in my body, I will. And if you mean what you say, Silas, then we can work together. But just know, trust takes time to rebuild. I'm not going to out you. Your secret is yours. Your deal is yours. But you have to regain my trust.
Well, let's we're all in this together. We got a long road ahead of us.
No vision, no token.
I know.
I would ask for context, but I don't think I need it, actually.
So nobody can see anything here?
No.
Nope.
Okay, just give me 1 sec. Okay, this is weird. Maybe. Can you see that?
No. We need a token.
You need a token.
Yeah, you need a token on a... There you go, I see.
You see everything?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna move you guys down here because it's definitely.
Holy, we're huge.
Yeah, I had to get this. Oh, that's a huge horse.
I could step on the Thanthamperville.
Panther.
This way we could step on the entire upper city.
We will create the whole.
I just needed to give you guys a map. I had to find this map, actually. They didn't provide one. So basically, this is the route that you'd be taking. You'd be heading all the way down. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be taking this road all the way down through Worms Crossing. And that officially leads you out over the river and across into the into the great unknown, basically onto the road down
The woods,
towards Candlekeep.
Out of character, I'm so glad Gantash suggested, hey, let's go to Candlekeep, because literally it had never crossed my mind as a player that next step would be, all right, I guess we got to leave Baldur's Gate. Like, it hadn't crossed my mind at all. And then he was like, oh, I guess we got to go. And I was like, oh, yeah, duh, of course we do. Oh.
Me and Phrank talked about that a little bit.
Well, I didn't give him the idea to do it, but there was actually a moment. It was a quick moment, and not everyone caught it. That was at least some sort of indicator to leave, but not everyone caught it. So, yeah. But as long as somebody catches it, we're all right.
God bless observant. I'm just kidding. It wasn't even observant, but.
So I just want to make sure. So everybody's just cool with jetting right now.
Yeah, I'm just blessing people with Torm as we fucking ride by. Even after that conversation.
So I can't speak with animals because I'm driving.
Phrank, can I attune to, or I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. Can I identify the pipe of the sewers?
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Yeah, there's.
That's something I forgot to mention when I was explaining all the things I got.
That one was from Thelmara, though.
That's the loot from Thelmara. I got it identified at the shop. It's called the pipe of the sewers, and Herman told me, it calls forth a swarm of rats to fight for you.
Who's Herman?
Yeah, I was just going to say that they don't know who Herman is.
The magic shop owner, that we got. He was so kind to lend us all these items.
Lend us?
Well, not lend, sorry. To give them to us for free in that moment.
Okay. So, as you guys head out around the outer city, and you take your way around this giant mountain here, and you head your way towards Worms Crossing. I'm actually going to send you an image just so you can get an idea of what Worms Crossing is like. It is literally pillars of stone coming out of the river that were actually made by magic. There was magic that formed this rock into the supports for this bridge out of the city. As you make your way along, though, before you even get to Worms Crossing, you realize that the situation of the Elturellian refugees is much, much worse than you could even see from inside the city. The span of this entire road all the way around this mountain, even up the mountain a bit, you can see these different makeshift homes and just beds way out in the open. They are piled everywhere, including inside some of the buildings and on the road of Worms Crossing itself. The situation is extremely desperate. This is millions of people that were displaced, and you're coming to realize, at the very least, how many people got out. But you still know that there are millions more that did not. At this point, I'm actually going to have everybody give me a perception check. Yeah,
my ritual cast.
Well, this is well within 10 minutes. This is
okay.
I'm giving you like kind of a storyline of what's happening, but also things that happen along the way.
Sorry, I just came back, so I missed that. Sorry.
And I'm actually, just given how bumpy and everything like that, you know, the animal handling check, I'm actually going to have you guys make this check at disadvantage. So I should have said that before you rolled, but just roll again and it should be fine.
Mine is still 19. 17. Yeah, I rolled higher my second time, so 19 it is.
19.
You got another dirty 20, Simo?
Yes, sir.
Attaboy, let's fucking go, baby.
Wait, so David rolled the same thing twice. I rolled the same thing twice.
I didn't.
Silas.
Close.
I didn't either.
Sorry, just give me 1 second. The book was on a. There we go. Okay. Okay, so Let's see what you guys rolled. So an 11. Did anyone else get an 11 or lower?
I got 11.
11 is the lowest.
11's the lowest?
11 is the lowest, followed by 17, then 19, then 20.
Okay. 11 is the magic number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Silas, roll a d8. And then roll a d10.
But I just rolled a D18.
A 9.
69.
Nice.
Okay. As you guys are rolling along, there are very, very desperate people coming up to the cart. You know, Gantash is obviously interacting with some of them, but some of them are desperate enough to attempt to actually grab at your items. Everybody else kind of sees it coming, but Silas just maybe too deep in thought, not really paying attention to his surroundings quite as well. Somebody actually reaches inside his bag really quickly and makes off with something. So you lose your hempen rope, and you so he reaches in, grabs your rope, and you also lose a scroll of thunderclap. So he just dives. I mean, you can certainly make whatever reaction you would like. They are in this sea of people, but you can certainly react how you would like to them reaching into your bag.
I'm not gonna do anything. So I just know he steals and then runs away, sort of thing.
You see that, like, by the time you notice, you can see him back on the ground, like after having like lunged up and grabbed inside your bag. You can see him kind of standing there with the rope and the scroll, and he just like starts to run back into the sea of people.
Yeah, I'll keep a better eye on my bag.
Okay.
Let him go with it.
Okay.
You're already in pretty hot water with Gantash. I can't imagine killing an Elturellian.
I wouldn't kill
from you.
I was kidding. I'm not gonna run into that same crowd of people.
We're in a cart.
Yeah, but I'd have to chase that guy.
Okay.
Nothing
Fire
said.
spells all willy-nilly into the crowd of civilians.
Could do that.
There's no way that's a bad idea, right?
Imagine it stole from Buru. Do you want me to take care of him? Yes or no?
And it was at that moment 100 Elturellians wish they were still in Elturel.
Damn.
Okay, so I'm just going to take a look here. Okay, so you guys get on the road. You make your way across Worms Crossing. You get yourselves on the road. Yes, I know Speak with Animals does kick in, but it's quite loud. It's very raucous as you make your way down, and you make your way out to the road called the Coast Way. It is a road that it follows the coast, and it goes south from Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is the northern tip of the Coastway, and you would, marking this path, you guys would know that the travel to Candlekeep is likely going to take you about a day and a half.
Ooh.
Oh, good. So I can cast. That's a lot of time for Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
Gantash wanted to do something
what he's
when we
saying
were.
is that maybe it's a better idea to cast Speak with Animals in a time when we are not moving.
Gantash wants to do something after we've left civilization. We're kind of like out in the wilderness, out in the unknown.
Okay. So, I mean, I'll okay, let's start here. Speak with animals has been cast. Okay,
you can do Gantash first if you'd like.
Okay, so you guys are on this road. It's not very busy. Like once you clear out of the final part of the final kind of little islet of buildings, you make your way out, and the road is clear ahead of you. There's a little bit of kind of mental fog that's hitting you because of the disastrous scene that you just left, but the day itself is still quite clear, sunny, and the perfect amount of breeze greets you as you break free of the city. So Gantash, go ahead.
I'm going to spend the first little bit identifying the puzzle box.
Okay.
That's going to take like an hour or something, right?
Well, this is what I'll say. Like, you know that it's a puzzle box. It's certainly got magical properties. And you can spend some time. You can certainly spend some time kind of trying to figure out what those properties are, but identifying it, you don't need to. You know that it's a magical puzzle box.
Okay, whatever I need to do to start like working towards discovering, or whatever it is, that's what I'm going to start doing.
Are you going to try to solve the puzzle box?
Ooh.
Is there a reason to attune to it?
No, you can't attune to it.
Interesting. So my options are to only solve it, pretty much, right?
Well, you can see, yeah, I mean, you can solve it, or you can just study it. Like, you can look at like the inner workings of it, see if you can identify.
I'm going to start by studying it.
Okay. I will give you the results of that after a little bit. I would like to ask everybody else, though, what are they up to?
The bathroom.
Okay.
I was looking at the flute.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to take you a while.
I got stolen from.
And
he's really trying to pad time so he doesn't have to do this horse roleplay right now.
No. I'm just going. I know that everybody else has got, they might have stuff. Yoll, you're just focused on riding?
Well, I gotta drive. I'd like to try and identify this pipe thing, but if I have to drive, I have to drive, and I can do it later.
No, I'd say you can do that at the same time. Like, it's a pretty casual experience. Like, this road is free.
I guess once we're out of the, what do you call it? The
city.
The
refugee.
The city outside the city. What'd you call that?
Worms
I mean, I referred to it as an islet.
No.
Worms Crossing.
I know what Worms Crossing is. I'm saying like the term that you used for describing the like tent town outside of.
Oh, the shanty
town.
Shanty town. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's everyone. I'm just kidding. Okay.
The ritual spell goes off.
Yeah, 100%. These guys are all trying to identify stuff, so you've definitely got you're doing things the quickest at 10 minutes.
The first time Yoll's been out of Baldur's Gate in probably 2 years.
Yeah, so quite a while.
He's vibing.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the speed we're going? Are we like are they trotting? Are they walking? Are they running?
Yeah, they're not running. They're just
a good trotting pace.
Yeah, a good trotting pace. Like, after they left the city, they picked up and they're on a good pace.
Okay. Hello? Can you guys hear me? I'm guessing there's 2 horses, I'm guessing, right?
There's two. We're going to do a little bit of a throwback here on this one. Yeah, hey. I hear you back there. I hear you. Not the first person that's talked to us on a ride like this.
Oh, you've talked to others.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm guessing you guys have stories.
Oh, we got stories. Don't we, Pete? And he just looks at the other horse. Oh, we got stories, all right. And he's like, it sounds like very dark and like menacing.
So I heard one of you use his name Pete. What's the other one's name?
My name's Fred.
Well, Pete and Fred. What was the last tell me the story of the last time you talked to somebody.
Well, it was right up here. I was carrying a bunch of soldiers, and one of them happened to know a little bit of magic.
Really?
Yes, sir.
What was
No
he saying
reason
to
to
you?
lie. Well, he was just talking about how he was miserable to have to come up this way. He quite enjoyed his time in Schult, and to be honest with you, so did I.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area. I love it there. My good pal Kevin here. That's where I picked him up at. Isn't that right, Kevin?
Yeah, man, it was
Surfer dude.
it's the sweetest place there is.
I can't with these voices right now.
There's one thing I know Phrank loves more than having to RP as NPCs. It's having to RP as multiple different NPCs with each other at once.
It's sweet. It's really good.
What were you guys doing in Schult? What was going on there?
No, they're setting up shop down there, trying to keep the peace. Place needs a little bit more peace, if you ask me.
I think there's too much peace, personally.
That's all he gives you.
It's a lawless area out there. I want to keep it that way.
Well, we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
I guess so.
Well, stay buckled up. This one that's giving us the directions from back there with those rains isn't doing so hot.
I'm gonna look over at Yoll. Yoll, they're complaining of your driving.
Tell them politely to fuck themselves.
Okay.
With respect.
I'm gonna turn back to Pete and Fred. He said respectfully to fuck off. Respectfully, of course. So.
Well, we've got a duty to fill. Otherwise, I'd be stopping this cart right now.
If you do stop this cart, there won't be any food for you.
Yeah, I had a feeling about that too.
Yeah. So you're gonna no, even if his driving is bad, you're still gonna follow his commands to a T, or there'll be no food for either of you.
That's it. He doesn't give you anything else again.
That's it. Okay. I'll end your suffering.
Way to bully the fucking horses, dude.
Fuck these horses. They're fucking dickheads.
They're not dickheads. All right.
Give me fun of my driving.
Yeah, they're
did.
dickheads.
I mean, you were driving poorly. You rolled a goddamn 7.
Yeah, fucking 100 hours ago.
With advantage, bro.
Okay, fucking smarty poops.
And I rolled an 8.
I also branded a guy's desk and threw a severed head at him. So like, it's been a day.
It's been a day. All right, I'll give you credit there. The horse is still, they're a little upset. Okay, so if there's nothing else crazy going on for the next hour or so, you guys each spend some time identifying your stuff, and let me just see here. So.
How you guys doing back there?
Just splendid.
You know,
This-
leaning back and
Too bumpy? Is my driving too bumpy for you?
No, this box is giving me a hard time.
Oh, so my driving is good. You'd say my driving is pretty good.
Honestly, Yoll, I wasn't quite paying attention. Maybe that means it is adequate. If I haven't noticed it's bad, that means there's nothing bad to say.
Exactly. You haven't noticed the bad things, which means they're probably not there.
So, Silas, I sent you the link to yours. Yoll, I unfortunately don't have the link to yours. I know it was kind of a bit of a niche item, so I have to actually dig that up at some point. But effectively, you identify your item. I'm going to give you all the details, but essentially, the way that pipe works is in reverse. If you have anything burning inside the pipe, you can exhale into the pipe to emit a 15-foot cube of smoke that blurs everyone's vision inside of it, and there are it's basically like a status effect where they would get disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks that require vision.
Smoke bomb.
Interesting. After I've determined what it is, can I just like hang out with it hanging out of my mouth? Not lit, but just...
Yeah.
And this can't be used as a traditional pipe?
I mean, yeah, it could. There's no reason it can't. There's no reason it can't.
Inhale can be a regular pipe. Exhale...
If you exhale into the pipe, which you normally wouldn't do while smoking.
Correct.
Yeah.
Neat. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Any progress on your box, Gantash?
I have just a question for my one item. It says you have to be proficient in wind, so I'm assuming no one in this group is proficient in wind instruments. Not anymore.
Roger was.
Yeah, that's what I said. Not anymore, at least.
I mean, I'm sure you could practice and gain proficiency in wind instruments.
I can gain proficiency in anything at any time.
Interesting.
That's weird.
I mean, technically speaking, anybody can. Like, you just have to do it.
No, I have an ability.
You can, yeah, but people can learn stuff in, like, you can learn to be proficient with anything in time.
I see.
I don't need to be.
I'm just clarifying that for Lemon. So you, like, just because you have X proficiencies you have now doesn't mean those are the ones you have for the rest of time.
Okay. And now onto the puzzle box. So can you give me an Arcana check?
Yes, sir. I gotta go to sit up for this one, mate.
Okay, I want to implement a house rule if possible. Because this happened last campaign and it actually kind of like deterred me a little bit. When somebody is solving a puzzle, like say like if, for example, if Yoll and I have come across a puzzle and it's like us interacting with it, can you please let like the people interacting with the puzzle try to solve it instead of everybody chiming in? That's all I have.
You're talking about that one in the cave?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's a good rule. That's a really good rule.
13.
I mean, we don't have to. I just thought I'd mention it.
So as you're kind of inspecting the box, the things that kind of stand out to you in particular is that when you tilt the box at different angles, a lot of the grooves are black, and when you tilt them and you catch the light in the right way, you can see this like this dark red reflection within the almost obsidian colored grooves. And the box itself, you can see that it moves in different ways. It's extremely complex. Some of the things that you gather particularly is that this is definitely some sort of infernal puzzle box that you have to imagine, given the materials, they do not look like they're from the material plane. You're pretty certain that this was made in hell with materials from hell. And so likely some of the either knowledge that you might need to solve it is not going to be common knowledge, and certainly isn't knowledge that you have. You could solve it and get lucky, but putting your kind of mind to it with what you know, it's not going to help you out that much.
Oops, sorry. I'm still gonna attempt to solve. I'm just gonna go ahead and start to, like, despite that, I'm gonna start trying to figure out attempting to solve. Okay. I know infernal as well. I don't know if that's gonna help me in any way.
Okay. Just one sec.
And since I'm just sitting beside Gantash, I'm not gonna say anything, but I just want to just observe him doing what he's doing, since I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Give me, sorry, say that again, Silas.
Since I'm sitting right beside Gantash and I'm done doing what I was doing, I just want to observe him looking at the puzzle box. And
I'm gonna do some wild shit right now.
Okay.
I'm just taking a stab. Okay, I'm just gonna take a stab. I'm gonna cast my thing that gives me proficiency in any skill or tool for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I know that that's not gonna be enough time because I'm gonna be trying to whatever. But the tool that I'm gonna choose to be proficient in during this 10-minute period are navigator tools.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just taking a stab. That's kind of like my educated guess that there might be some benefit to being proficient in navigation for 10 minutes. That's just my like educated guess of attempting to figure out this box.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
17.
So you kind of fiddle with it. You get into it for like a good long while. Like you're at this thing for about 10 minutes, just shifting pieces, moving it around. Maybe even 15 minutes pass, and you can't even figure out what direction, what face some of the pieces should be aligned on, let alone like what to do if they were in place. So you are pretty perplexed at a 17.
Wow. Gantash lets out a sigh. Looks up at Silas, studying him. Looks like we have to wait till Candlekeep to find the secrets of this box.
There's a lot of wise people up there. I'm sure one of them will recognize this.
I know who. We're going to... I always butcher her name, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Silvaria.
Silvira. Same.
Silvira.
It's pretty good.
She studies the infernal, and this box is definitely made in hell.
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do as this journey carries on?
Yes. I'd like to determine what I have turned my weapon into.
Okay. I mean, given that you put the request in, I'm actually well, here, let me bring up some things, okay?
Why don't you call it a Yoll?
More speaking mechanically.
Oh. Fair enough. Yeah, I did something similar last campaign where I literally just tied. Like, I'm pretty sure like it was like a fucking like a warhammer and like a something else together with rope.
Mine was a little bit different than that.
Oh yeah, way different.
This is what I'm going to. This is what I'm going to give you. This is going to be a hybrid weapon. Doesn't exist in the game. You can use it as a great axe, like the stats of a great axe. You can also use it with the stats of a halberd. If you use it as a halberd, it does the D10, but you have reach with it. So you get to choose. You don't get the D12 with reach, but you get the D12 if you choose to swing it two-handed.
Okay, now we'll talk about it after the session. Actually, it doesn't super duper matter.
Okay.
Oh, it's fucking retarded.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I got nothing until we go to set up camp. If we set up camp.
Yeah. Gantash is going to take out his alms box. And he's going to put a scroll of ceremony into the alms box. And then he's going to close the box. And he's going to pray to Torm.
Okay.
Wow, you really threw me for a loop with that one. Didn't see that coming.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep going around the table here. Is there anyone else that has anything they'd like to do?
I guess I'll also pray to my god. I'll just clutch a gold coin and pray to my god.
I like
Joaquin.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing, Silas?
I want to talk to Buru
Okay.
and ask him.
I also want to talk to Buru, but I don't want to RP with the DM.
Well, actually, I'm coming up on the close of the session, so if that's what you want to do, I'm actually going to wait until he gets back.
What? Ask him what happened?
Yeah, I'm going to make sure that everybody, as long as nobody else has anything like super specific they want to do, then I'm actually going to close the session at this as kind of daylight starts to wane on your journey here. I will say, though, when we come back, we got 2 praying folk, and we got a couple of you wanting to talk to Buru, it sounds like. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I would certainly like to hear Buru's story. I'm not interested in interrogating him. Feeling very like at peace with my own shit, and I don't feel like meddling with other people's drama just yet.
Okay. Okay.
I just got my life back. I'm vibing.
Okay, so then that's where we're going to call it. I think that's a pretty good point to end, because I know that Buru is going to be a pretty big topic of discussion. So we'll call that fair.